Hey guys, I am Blue Blair 343, and I'm doing a deck profile. I've uploaded some stuff before, but I went to regionals this Saturday, and I played Blackwings, and I was stuck. I had heroes to play, I had Sams, and then I had Glad Beast besides, and I really couldn't decide what to play. I decided just to play Blackwings because I wanted to just go to have fun. And the deck performed, actually. I beat Brofist, I beat Mermills, I beat Evil Sworn, like all the stuff that you would think like you would have a lot of trouble with. I beat Sam's, and the only thing that I lost to Evil Sworn once because of really dead draws, and then he surprised me with his sideboard that threw me off, and then he and then I lost to Brofist twice. And one of the draws he drew into the round I lost, the first guy I lost to, I beat him first game pretty effortlessly, but the second game he drew into Rabbit, Tour Guide, Heavy, Hole, and one other card, but he drew into those for each game that he beat me. So he beat me twice in a row because I didn't have much to do. And yeah, it sucks because I went first every time, and then he just sacked me hardcore, and then I was like, well, fuck. And then the second game I just drew and then the second time I played Brofist after I lost that, I just kind of died. Like I didn't have answers, and so I'm gonna be going over the deck list, and then actually need to go grab the extra deck. And so I'm gonna go over the deck list quick, and here we go. Oh, I didn't get my invite. That didn't happen because I ended up taking 50th out of 48, so I missed my invite by like 2, and it killed me. It made me so sad. But the deck is good, and there's really no excuse for me not to have gotten my invite. So I'm going to show the deck. Ooh, okay. Triple Shura. Oh, I'm doing that backwards. So Shura is your searcher. He's why you play this deck. He's strong. 18 is actually is not really of a challenge to get over with most of the meta decks, but you have Collude and you've got Icarus attack, so opening up Shura first turn, is always a plus, and it's a really strong card. And then, so you're gonna run Triple Bora, which just makes sense. He's a Piercer, he's 17. He's not, he's really weak, in comparison to most cards, but you can just special summon him, so he's really nice just to bring out on the draw, and just having him mixed with, if you top deck Shura and Bora, and then, whatever else, you're really solid for starting. So those are your basic ones. And then your triple Collude. Since they gave us 3 Collude, this deck is playable, because everybody fears Collude. They don't, even if you don't have one, I can't tell you how many times an Evil Swarm player stalled and didn't attack me because they figured I had Collude in hand, because I'd get out one of my boss monsters afterwards using Shura to synchro summon, and then they didn't attack me because they feared the Collude. And then you can either draw into a Collude or find a way to get over it regardless. I played 2 Blizzard. Don't play 3. Everybody says play 3 because he's the best top deck, but he is the worst early game. If you top deck Blizzard, double Blizzard, that is the worst. I almost had to scoop one game because I top decked double Blizzard and then Dad and then triple Icarus attack, but the Icarus attacks ended up giving me a push for game, and I managed to win that, but it was really bad. So double drawing your Blizzards is the worst, and especially if you don't have Icarus attack, and he's just really bad early game, and I don't like playing 3. Your 1 Gale that you can play. I played 1 Zephyros, 1 Soroku, and then 1 Vayu. Vayu is not as good as he used to be, just because you don't have all that grade of level 6s to go into, but I did play him at 1, just because he's solid to go into, Catasters with when you attack with Vayu and then can synchro summon with him. And then he's good to go into your level 6s with Soroku when he's in grave. Or you can go, if you have an Armed Wing in grave, then you can go into your Armor Master. Just basically whatever you want to do with that. But I only like playing one because he's really dead off the draw unless you have a Torrential set or if you have Icarus. And then it's just, I don't like it. And then Soroku, I only play one because you don't need him unless you're in bad game state anyways. And when you do need him, you'll have him. Because you won't, like, when you have your other boss monsters out, you'll hold on to this. So even if they get over you with a hole or something, you can just usually drop this and then make your play. Your one Gale, it's self-explanatory. Zephyros, I actually would have wanted to play more of because he's really good in combination with Blizzard. Because you can go Blizzard and then you can return either Gale. I would always either return Gale or Bora when I had it. So if you have this engraved and you have one of these two engraved, you take back one of these two, bring Zephyros effect, pop this guy back to hand, and then you can go into like another synchro play and have more attacks, or you can overlay, or you can go into using Gale's effect. Because when you have Blizzard out and you don't, and you can take Gale's effect, you can use it twice that turn then, and it just makes combinations with Zephyros really, really broken. Okay. 2 Thunder King, because you don't search in the deck unless you have Black Whirlwind, and yeah. Gores, because Gores, and Dad, because Dad. Spells are kind of smaller, and I only, like, I don't run many. I run 1 Pot of Avarice, just obvious stuff, because you get your replays, and it really sucks when you don't have targets for Dad and stuff like that. Your 1 Allure, because Allure is Allure, and you get the plus. I've got the Trinity of Reborn, Heavy, and Dark Hole. You just run them because they save games. 1 Book of Moon. This is my favorite card, probably in Blackwings, because everything, like, you have so many Piercers in the deck that you can just, like, say, okay, I'm going to book it and then attack over it. 1 Whirlwind, 1 Space. I only ran 1 just because I only ran 1 because I didn't really think I need more. And then 2 Lance because just saving your monsters. And then for traps, I ran 1 Starlight Road. I only used this once. I never had it when I needed it, and it was really garbage. I can't tell you how many times I got Heavy Stormed and didn't have it. Your Solemn Duo. Your Dark Bribe, I run 1 just so that way I can save myself and stuff. Double Bottomless, because Bottomless just saves games. Double Torrential, just you're always sacking monsters. And then your triple Icarus attack, because when you summon and they Bottomless, you can really neg them for misplaying. Bottomless against this deck, if you're siding against him, don't side Bottomless. I doubt you'll really see it much, but don't use Bottomless against this deck, because every time you play Bottomless, if you will get Icarus attacked. I can't tell you how many times somebody said Bottomless and I chained Icarus and blew up both their back row and then just wrecked them for like games. And it was really like this was really solid and always won me games. For the extra deck, I played 1 Papillon Operative, 1 Shockmaster, 1 Maestroke, which I borrowed from one of my friends because I didn't actually have my Maestroke, and 1 Utopia. I don't have either of those for some reason. I trade away all my Utopias thinking they're Utopias, and I don't have any. So I don't have a Maestroke or a Utopia actually on me. And then 1 Utopia Ray. I never went into them. In fact, I didn't really go into like anything in my extra deck, and 1 Gem Knight, and I didn't go into that either. Cataster, because I went into Cataster like all day, every day. Like this was like probably my go-to guy. Double Armed Wing, the obvious one. Gaia Knight, which I never went into. Armor Master, which I went into all the time. Black Rose, which I never went into. Dark Arm, Dark End, which I never went into, and Stardust, which I went into like twice. Yeah, I didn't really use my extra deck. I only went into like Cataster, Armor Master, Armed Wing, and I think that was like it. I think I might have went into like one of the other cards just like once or twice, but that was basically it. So yeah, play Blackwings, guys, because honestly nobody expects them, and they're really good because you have a lot of control with the deck, and you just have a lot of power with it and a lot of stacking ability. Um, One thing about the deck that I thought was really negative, um, a lot of people talk about running dualities. I didn't run dualities, and I kind of wish I would have, because you always have like cards in your hand, and you're like, I don't have like those things I need to set me up. So you're like willing to wait a turn, sitting on like a Thunder King or something, and I just didn't have them. Like I borrowed mine out because I'm like, I don't want to play them because I just have a lure and I've got draw power already, so I didn't think I need them, but really run them. If you have them, run dualities. So that's it for the deck profile, guys. And yeah, that's it. Play Blackwings. They're good. You'll win games a lot more than you think you will.